Hello everyone! Today I will guide you to backup and restore database in Odoo SaaS Kit Pro. This is an important and very useful feature. So let's get started. Here I have created and launched an Odoo entity. By default, Odoo CE has the function to backup and restore the database in the Odoo Database Manager page. But in Odoo SaaS Kit, by default the database management page will be disabled. You can see it is disabled as in the video. The reason is for security. Assuming that your Odoo database has its master password exposed, that will cause those with the master password to have full control over your database. They may delete it or simply accidentally delete it. It is a serious security risk. Or we simply don't want customers to have the right to backup and download the database this way. We want to control things better. So by default, the database management page will be disabled. However, you can turn this function back on by editing the Odoo configuration file. To re-enable the Odoo Entities Database Management page, edit the Odoo configuration file as shown in the video. We will go to the technical section of the Odoo entity, go to the Odoo container record, then click the Edit Configs button. Note that this is not recommended and you should have the technical knowledge to understand what will happen. After editing the configuration file and restarting, we can see that the Odoo Database Management page has been enabled again. Okay, that's a demo about editing Odoo configuration files in the Odoo SaaS Kit Pro module. Now we edit them back to default and use the backup feature in Odoo SaaS. Now let's assume there is a situation where we need a backup, which is uninstalling the Odoo module. Uninstalling the Odoo module is not recommended, so we will take a backup before uninstalling so we can restore if after uninstalling the module we encounter an error. To back up the database, click on the Backup button. In the Backup Type field, you will see three options: Full, File Store Only, Database Only. Note that you can only restore the database if you choose the type Full. Simply backing up the file store or database will only serve technical purposes. The Backup Server field is the server that will store the Odoo backup file. In the name and description fields, you can fill in or leave them blank. After confirmation, the backup process will occur. This process can be fast or slow depending on the size of the database and network speed. After the backup is complete, you can see the backup record. Odoo SaaS Kit Pro allows you to download a backup or restore an Odoo entity from it. The backup record has some information such as Odoo entity, backup size, path and server where the backup is stored. After the backup is complete, we will uninstall the sales module and restore the Odoo database to see if everything works. Here we will fill in some new information and then restore to return to the old database. To restore, click the Restore button, then select the newly created backup record. Odoo SaaS Kit allows you to restore from a backup on the system or from a backup you uploaded. We will test both features. So the restore process is completed. We access the Odoo entity to check the data after restoring. You can see that the database has been restored to before we uninstalled the sales module. You can also review backup history. Okay, now we will test the feature of downloading backup and restoring from a backup uploaded to the Odoo SaaS system. You can see that the database has returned exactly as the backup. Message version 3 has disappeared. You can also create a new Odoo entity and start restoring. But be careful with database production. When there are many similar Odoo databases running, you may encounter some errors related to recurring actions or integration with third-party API. So we have an overview of the backup and restore feature in Odoo SaaS Kit. I would like to end the video here. Goodbye.